This garage is bluer than my waffle. I'm gonna get canceled faster than Jimmy Kimmel. You know what goes great with a square house? A square car. I'm looking at you, Jeep Wrangler owners. I don't think this driveway's big enough to hold all 500,000 of your rubber duckies. Tell me, what was it like running to lunch like Naruto every day? Imagine spending $40,000 on an off-road vehicle that you literally never take off-road. Jeep owners are like, I literally take my Jeep off-road all the time. You know, these cabinets were actually made in Indonesia. By a child. When I was a kid, this is how I thought I would look coming down the stairs on my prom night, but this is how I actually looked. That's embarrassing. Hey, did you guys know that Jeep Wranglers automatically come with a Boy George CD? I think I'm really starting to like Jeep Wranglers. This is why old school realtors hate me. They're like,
real estate is like serious business.
You know what's serious business? The fact that your husband hasn't touched you in 5 years. Stop taking your anger out on me, Rebecca. I'm not the one who gave you zero personality. Why don't you go back to reorganizing your Pinterest boards instead of commenting on my videos? Anyway, that's enough about Rebecca. Do you think Jeep Wranglers come with a butt too? Share this with someone you know whose entire personality is the fact that they own a Jeep Wrangler.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello there. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So do you think I have enough for tonight?
Oh my God, no.
How long do you think this can stay on a counter for, like, open? I left it on my nightstand for like 4 days, but I haven't been home for 4 days. So.
Like open?
Yeah. We're gonna have to chill it.
I mean, it's. I think it's less.
The room is super clean. There's no messes, no bugs. It's always at like 68 degrees, so it's like.
Let's just put it this way: I put more faith in you drinking that when it's been open for 4 days than chugging a bunch of Tylenol. So, get it, dude.
Oh wow! You know what's funny about that is, like, I grew up in New York and I've lived in like Orlando and downtown Orlando for most of my life. And I know a lot of liberal people. Like my best friend, he was one of my best friends. He was just texting me right before. I'm like, listen, I'm about to get on the stream. I'll talk to you in a bit. It's like, all right, so I sent a link. But everyone is like super not like me. And I've seen videos of them and like just going off on it, like that whole thing. So it's rather interesting. But that being said, how are you? And how have you been since Tuesday?
I'm doing good. I mean, going to school, dealing with. They showed us videos of Greta Thunberg, and I'm like, the fuck is this shit? Oh, I hate this class. It's just a liberal hellscape, and yeah. So other than that, I'm doing good. her contributions to science and climate change. I'm like, what contribution? She's a retarded, like, dropout of high school. Like, whatever, dude. Now she looks like He-Man. Like, what the fuck?
You know what, though? Good for her. Apparently, she's super rich or comes from super wealth. So if she could do that, I think she's just writing it so she doesn't have to become part of society. So.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. She's like, oh, we got hit by a drone, and like some guy shot. They fucked their own shit up with a flare.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh, that girl, that woman that cut to the beginning. Usually, I cannot stand her stuff, Is a little bit more raunchy. And I'm raunchy, but I don't know. She's from here in Central Florida, and she does well for herself. So I don't hate on her. Just the content throws me off sometimes. But welcome to. Let me fix this to it on this. Welcome to Thursday edition of Sunset Rants. We're here to catch you up, and all the stuff after your workday. Listen to our spiels and our rants and our bullshit. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. We love that you're here. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe if you have not, and share. Please share. It helps us. It helps us more than as cliche as it sounds, but I know. You can find me on X at AP2. It's going to be my handle, _ between it, and then that'll be my X handle. And then D, for you?
You can find me on X and Truth Social as Cynical Latina. And those are my platforms. That's where I do all my shenanigans. That's what I do on my shenanigans.
Elias Theozeman. So actually, he just told me. So my friend Zeke, I've grown up with this guy. I don't know if he's watching right now. Well, because I have a great story about this guy. He's a sharpshooter, and a teacher, if you would, and told me this story. Think about this before we get into it. You guys will love this story, especially this team. So out here in East Orlando, it's a rainy night. It's the open floor concept in his house. Thunderstorms, Florida, palm trees, all this power in and out, total movie scenario. And he's a big dude. He's just a big boy. He's just a big boy and he wears it well. And you wouldn't think of anything, but he's the most his enunciation, his tactile talk, he's fantastic. And he teaches people how to shoot and stuff. And this guy breaks into his house one night. And this is power goes out, thunder flashing. It's like a movie. And we were fucking 2 sheets to the wind at some party a couple of years ago. And he's telling me this. And this was right before, well, at least I was. I don't think he was. So, and then this guy breaks in and he just does the old draw McGraw, dude. And he's swears by 22s. And just did that. He double tapped the guy. And the guy just drops. And he's in his house. He flips on the light. I think he had a contract with either the county or the city or the state for as far as instructor. And he's oh shit, I killed somebody. Oh well, was it my castle doctrine? It turned out this guy went to break into his house, but shoot him and kill him at the same time. He had 2 Bowie knives and a 45 and a 40. And then the cops were oh, nothing to see here. Clean it up. All right, have a good night. So he's watching. I know he loves that story, so I just want to say it. But
wow.
Fantastic story. No, the guy's one of the nicest men I've ever met. I can call him at 4 o'clock in the morning drunk, and he'll always listen to me. So I love him. But sliding back into topic, you can up there is our QR code, brings you right to our website. You check out our merch, all our different handles for everyone's different sites and streams. Including was it AKs, Roman Nation on top of that, the sports at the drive-in with T-Bone. If you want to see someone energetic, this guy's fantastic. It's like watching an anime show in real life. And it catches you up all pop culture stuff. As far as merch, and it'll also bring you to our Discord, so please join. Hang out with us, shoot the shit with us. Just be a part of the community. We want to get you on there. But that being said, you got anything to throw down before we start?
No, I think we should take off and get this show on the road.
All right, let's just jump into this. So this is coming from Sin Politics, sin.com. Hegseth orders hundreds of senior military officers to Virginia for a highly unusual meeting. If you're anywhere on the internet today, if you're watching the show, your algorithm will have put you to see some of this, but if not, here we are. So hundreds of U.S. generals and admirals around the globe have been called to Virginia for a meeting with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, or he calls himself Secretary of War. Next Tuesday, several U.S. officials told CNN though the reason for the meeting is unclear. Nobody knows. as far as I've been looking still. The meeting is expected to be held at a military installation in Quantico, Virginia. Multiple officials say, adding that no one seems to know what the meeting is about, including the general and flag officers themselves. I'm sure that they do, but they just know to shut their fucking mouths. Otherwise, something added to the calendar. One source familiar said they heard theories ranging from a group of physical fitness tests to receiving a briefing of the State Defense Department to a mass firing of officers. But regardless of the reason, the sudden conveying but so many senior military officers highly unusual. It's being referred to as the General Squid Games. Dun, dun, dun. I like that one. One official quipped. Some officials also voiced security concerns about having so many high-ranking officers in one place at the same time. That was a thing that rang out to me as well. Congressional aide told CNN that unless Hegseth planned to announce a major new military campaign or a complete overhaul of the military command structure, I can't imagine a good reason for this. The Washington Post first reported, Chief Kennedy spokesperson Sean Parnell confirmed that Hegseth will be addressing his senior military leaders early next week. The Pentagon did not answer any specific questions, so nobody really knows what's going on. Long and short. Unless something has happened in the past hour, or hour and a half, to which I wasn't able to see it, but somewhere around 872 different generals and lieutenant generals and stuff like that up there. So there's that. Then also he's trying to filter out all the woke people. So it could be that. We could be talking about going into, actually going into war with Ukraine, which I hope is not completely. But also it could be a huge campaign going into Venezuela, since we have a special forces mothership of a cargo container out there, and 1,000 military men, or a few thousand, I think, I don't know, just got dropped there. So tinfoil hat, what's on your mind?
Well, I love how these articles are so they have one situation and then they just got to write a bunch of bullshit because they got nothing. And I love seeing articles like that. But they manage to put so much fluff in there. Oh my God, it could be anywhere from this to that, to that, to this. I mean, they don't think that Hegseth has a reason to really put together a meeting. But what they don't understand is that Hegseth is cleaning house. Of course he's going to meet up with, and they're changing the direction of the military. For example, I'm a hairdresser, right? That's my day job.
You in a general war, same idea, same plane, no difference.
Yeah. So in the past, let's see, in the past 2 weeks, they've changed the regs for Army for their haircut. So if people don't know this, the Marines have to have their real high and tight, shaved down his skin on the sides, a typical military haircut. The Navy, the Army, and especially the Air Force, they've been able to get away with a lot. They've been able to get away with a lot with their hair. Dude, they could have their hair like you, as long as it's up over the ears and the neckline is clean.
My hair's a little long, but I can get my hair away.
No, they could. So as of last week, they had changed it.
I do understand.
They had changed it to, they could have it an inch long on the sides with 2 inches on top. It was the new reg, and all the Army dudes were really pissed off about it. And it was just whoa, as long as it was clean around the ears and clean around the neck. Well, as of 2 days ago, they changed it again to now they have to have skin on the sides, which is the Army, and the whole military. The reason that they're supposed to look a certain way is because you're stripping away the individuality of each person. You're not you anymore. You're a soldier. You are property of the government. So, so the issue with okay, all of a sudden everybody can have their hair in whichever way they want. That removes part of that. You need to be able to see someone and say, hey, they're military, not oh my God.
Well, you're not gonna. He's not gonna spend millions of dollars on logistics and transportations to get all of the top most powerful people in the world. And the reason I say that is because we are the most powerful, country in the world. It's not even a fair thing. It's unfairly like it's just unfair just how disgustingly more powerful we are. Like it's insane. And I'm completely okay with it. But you don't have 870, 850, top tier people like in all the military, like come to one spot, unless it's like, oh, hey, here's a alien symbiote and I'm just going to impregnate you with this alien symbiote. Now you got superpowers and go conquer. This could be the Vegeta plan where they turn.
No, I think he's gonna rein everybody in and get everybody this on the same page across the board. Like enough of these, everybody doing their own shit. Like he wants to get everybody on the same page and reel everybody back in because
he would do a campaign. I don't think
especially under Biden, the military all started doing their own bullshit. I know that when I went to the Navy, it was just like I was really surprised because I was expecting like it to be hard. Like and for me being a middle-aged woman and going into boot camp and thinking, wow, this is a bitch fest. Like, oh shit. If I can do it.
The Navy though, and nothing talking about the Navy.
No. The Navy was the easiest branch. The Navy is the easiest branch, but still, like for going into the military, still at my age, being 39 years old and going into boot camp and thinking, what the fuck is this shit? I thought it was going to be hard. Is kind of like, whoa. And so like the kids that were getting kicked out, like I got kicked out for medical reasons, right? I had to have surgery, so they kicked me out. But for the kids that were like, oh my God, I can't mentally handle this. I was just like, wow, you really are the weakest link of humanity if you can't get through this. Like, wow.
you're not a big one by any means. So it's like if you're calling them bitches, there's something to say.
Yeah. Like it was so easy.
Do you ever watch this guy as Nico Gonzalez? He's like ex-special forces, young dude, pretty eyes. He's like ah, and he does like stuff where like he pretends he'll dress up as like Coast Guard, he'll dress up as Space Force, and he's like, oh, Mr. Potato. You had to see him.
I think so.
Like,
I might have.
Like, all the military forces boot camp is a fucking joke now, and the only thing that's not a fucking joke is the fucking Coast Guard. Apparently, Coast Guard is like the badasses now, which is it's a good change of pace to see.
Yeah, I've heard some shit about the Coast Guard. I think even the Marines are still pretty intense compared to all the other branches, but like it's just I think he just really needs to reel it in and get all the I think he should be having meetings with the top military people more regularly because they need to all be on the same page. And he is what is it? The Minister of War is his title?
He called himself the Secretary of War.
Secretary of War.
Which
then
sounds
he needs
fucking badass.
He needs like a Thor's hammer and just like.
So I mean, I know where that's we still got some stuff to go into it, but I'll definitely say this. It just doesn't make sense to bring everyone on there just to have like a luncheon. Like, okay, guys, well, I'm your guy, and you have to be harder. And the reason why is because like you were kind of touching into it. It's you can have all these people from different bases and stuff, and they might not agree with him nor Trump. And then when you have everyone local and in the same area to where they're talking distance, vocal distance, eyesight distance, it'd be easy for them to just talk to them each other afterwards and just conspire, just be like, I don't want to listen to them.
Okay, sorry to jump in here, but I know a lot of people are out there saying if he's got to get the message out to all those people at the same time, it'd be a lot cheaper just to do some kind of video teleconference. Maybe what he has to say to them is so important that he doesn't trust the comms to deliver the message. So he's getting everybody there at the same time. So
it's a good
point. Great point, Brian. Mm-hmm. For those that are new here, that's Brian. He's a producer. He's usually the left or right on her shoulder. What's being said. But with that being said, after that being said, let's just jump into the next article.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So, it's another one of these. Oh no, how terrible.
In less than a week.
4.5 months, every 5 months. Less than a week. So Congress is out of town this week again. But when lawmakers start returning on Monday, September 9th, first day of a new job, can't wait to start that. They'll be facing an immediate government funding deadline. If Congress doesn't act before Wednesday, October 1st, there'll be government shutdown. Nobody really gives a shit. Here's what you need to know. All right, so I'll tell you what you need to know. It's the same thing every time. The last time this happened was in December. Let's see, December with that huge, like stack was like 15,000 pages that older millennial put. Democrats 1.4 trillion healthcare counter plan to half a trillion to illegals is what I know. The other part, but I'll keep reading it for the sake of it because I don't think they're going to put it. Government is running out of time. See, must approve 12 separate full-year funding bills. Congress does not have time to finish work on the full-year funding bills before deadline. Although need a stopgap bill. It's again, if you're not aware of this, this happens every couple months. And it's a headline like, oh, the Democrats are going to shut down the government. Oh, the Republicans are going to shut down the government. It's like, no, they just put all this bullshit, fluffer in a bill that has nothing to do with it. And that's what it is. And then nothing happens. Democrats and Republicans are currently locked in a staring contest. It's not clear. Well, it's a staring contest. It starts to become unclear. You dummy. What, if anything, will be done about the shutdown next week? Doesn't affect anybody. On Friday, House Republicans and one Democrat, passed the bill that would have kept the government funded until November 20th. Okay, and then it'll be the end of December again. Within hours of House action, Senate Democrats blocked the measure from passing the Senate. Instead of offered their funding bill that include a number of healthcare provisions Democrats say are essential. Brian, while we're talking about this, can you pull it up right quick on like the bullet points of what this stuff is, why everyone is, my problem is you're not meeting line on it, because I know ABC is not going to say it. I read it earlier, like about 2 hours ago, but after reviewing details of the unserious and ridiculous demands being made by the minority radical left Democrats in return for their votes to keep our thriving country open, have decided that no meeting with their congressional leaders could possibly be productive, Trump posted on a social media channel. Democrats have responded saying that Trump is running away from negotiation table. You're not, just because you want to talk to him doesn't make a negotiation table. It just makes you a fucking piece of shit. Or even like, how do you say this? Like, it's a disrespect to the Republicans and it's a disrespect to themselves to even bring it up. Republicans on Capitol Hill want Congress to pass a short-term funding bill. Yeah, but what's in it? It's always that. They always do that. Without any additional add-ons to keep the government funded for year 2024 levels through November 20. Is that what FY? I don't know that one. This one, if anybody tell me. Annual on the annual appropriations bill. No. Passing a short-term funding bill that doesn't include any sort of majority riders is pretty par with the course of the Capitol Hill. Democrats advanced many of them while former President Joe Biden was in office. Yeah, it's because they held the House at a certain point. Republicans say Democrats are being disingenuous by not supporting this 7-week resolution. They are so disingenuous. I'm going to keep getting mad the more I read. All right, let me just put this up. Let me, you talk while I look this up.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to find that post too. So from my understanding, basically the bill would refund healthcare going so free, like what is it, Medicaid, but free healthcare going back to illegals. It would also provide funding for back to like NPR and PBS. And then there was one other
that
thing.
was a huge one.
Yeah, because basically it's undoing everything that Trump just did, that we fought for, that we're real happy that he cut. They want it funded back. So they're trying to weasel their way and throw this stuff into the bill. That's why it was rejected. But I don't remember what the last one was.
What's the name of the bill? Did he even say it?
No, but it's probably like
HR 2. Huh?
Oh, continuing resolution. Okay, sorry, our producer's talking to us.
Told you. One ear or the other.
I'm trying to see if I see anything on my timeline about it too. I guess it's Chuck Schumer who's making this demand.
Repeals the return of personal exemptions, expands small business deductions from 2023, some of it. Cuts funding in Medicaid, SNAP. No, for SNAP modifies. Raises statutory debt by $5 trillion. Increases deficit 3.4 trillion.
I saw that it okay, it was a post. I don't know if any of this is verified or if it's true, but that there was a like $1 trillion for funding trans surgeries. Yeah, so that's a definite hell no.
Thank you, Zeke. Yeah, so Zeke says fiscal year. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I saw it earlier. It was moving furniture and such. But there are certain key points, and here's the thing. This is why they never get along. And this is with each other, and this is why nothing gets set in stone. It's because they make this big bill that could literally just be here. It's like, I don't say it, it's like, if I was to give one of my kids or you to give one of your kids like $100, no, $500, right? And they're like, hey, I need this $500. It's like, okay, cool. Like I need it for my bills. All right, that makes sense. If you can afford it, cool. You help your kids out. But they're like, it's like, all right, sweetie, but you have to change my tires just out of help. I'll pay for it, but you just change my tires. That's all you got to do. Help me help you. I think that's fair. Sounds good, right? Right, T? It's like, okay, but now I need $600 instead, but I'll still do it. But I want to buy my best friend John over there a 40 bag of cocaine, and I want to go pay Tiffany $20 to see her titties, and I want to buy $40 worth of Cheez-Its so I can sit in bed and bed right all day. You're like,
I
no.
would.
Aw. Maybe the booby
Love
part.
Cheez-Its. No, I want the Cheez-Its.
You're not helping my fucking point here.
Sorry.
Listen, Linda. But I'm trying to
distracted.
be very PG. But this is what it's like, and it's like we're spending it. It's like no, it's use the money for what it should be used. Don't add these extra ultimatums into it that can't be ratified on such a short time limit. And they always wait till the last minute to put new things in. And so that's why I said nobody cares anymore. Like this stuff is like, oh yeah, no, big deal, government shutdown. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. It's just part of the referendum.
No, I'm really tired of them shoving a whole bunch of shit into these bills. Like our government, they're trying to like fund it, right? We need it operating. Like I actually want to see what happens if the government doesn't get funded. Like I'm curious, like what happens if it doesn't get funded, right? If they don't pass anything, it just sits there, like nothing's gonna happen. What these people are really gonna be like, okay, well fuck this, I'm out. Like, I'm just not going to go to work anymore. Like, it's a free vacation. Like, you know, oh, all of a sudden cybersecurity is going to end. Like, you know, that shit, nothing's going to end. They're still going to be doing what they're supposed to do, you know? So just cut out all the bullshit.
Nothing. All right. So, you know, I've said this before, and, you know, you've heard it. Like, nothing's going to change. What they always, the first things to, like, you know, technically shut down are going to be things of non-consequential, like, determinants, which would be things like state parks, or any kind of anything like that. That's just the one on top of my head right now. The reason I say it's like, oh, hey, you know, the people in the state park that run the state parks and stuff like that, other than like, you know, the wildfire watchers, because that needs to stay. But they're just like, okay, I have like 4 days of paid vacation. And then they just don't roam around. That's it. And it'll stay like that for 2-3 weeks. And then it'll start going up. Like, it would have to be for months and months before you start noticing anything. And I would say, you know, Venezuela is probably the number one example of this. Is like, oh, hey, yeah, I know this. And then like 3 months later, it's like, oh, the government offices are going to shut down at 4:30 versus 5 o'clock. You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, no big deal. It's like, oh, and then they'll take one key day off on the lowest spot, put the hours back, and then cut one day that it's the lowest, and just keep like the main people that, you know, run the logistics of whatever specific branch that it would be possible in that. It's not going to happen. These people are too money hungry. They're too crummy. These people are just too conniving and evil and greedy to let that happen.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
And they'll bend. One person is going to bend or the other.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to do something because, I mean, honestly, like if it wasn't for, because like my daughter's military, you know, she's still in the Navy. Like, yeah, I know she's got her little bills and stuff. So if anything were to happen, I know she doesn't have any money saved either. So if anything were to happen, she can't pay like her car payment or something. I know that I would have to step in and help her, you know, which sucks, you know. But
this would be like, this is like a deferred payment for like,
yeah, no, it would be. It would be
that you would have to intervene on.
Yeah, no.
In comparison to this.
Yeah, but like still, like imagine the people that don't have help, that have big payments, big stuff. Like that would suck for them, you know. But like, if it wasn't for them, I'd be like, yeah. But like when the government shutdown, that affects them too, right?
No, they're all salary.
Yeah, but doesn't that affect their pay?
It's
like,
salary.
Will they not? I'm gonna ask my kid because I'm pretty sure that the last time there was a looming government shutdown, she was afraid that she wasn't gonna get her checks, like she wasn't gonna get paid.
That's one of the last things. It's salary. It just nothing happens. It's just all it is. It's just like it's like if you get in an argument with like your spouse. I'm not saying you in particular, but just you and the generality of you. It's like you get a thing with your spouse is like it's a Mexican standoff. It's like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this. All right, well, I'm not going to do this. And then eventually, like, a couple days later, you're like, okay.
Look at Elias's comment on YouTube. Elias, excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
He says,
freaking Bible?
He says,
ooh, I got it. Sorry.
It just kicks the can down the road, and military guys have to keep working without getting paid for a couple of weeks. It mainly hurts regular working people in government, which sucks. So yeah, he just confirmed what I said. Military don't get paid.
What I'm saying is it's not like
the military. Not to me, it's like you know when you move into a new place and you start unpacking. And then you're like doing so good. Like you're just like, oh man, you got your essentials out. Everything looks nice. And then you see all these extra boxes full of shit that you realize that you don't really need anymore. And you can function without them. And instead of unpacking them, you just want to throw them away. That's kind of how I feel like our government is. Like we need to just get rid of the shit. Like all this extra, like we had just gotten rid of like all the extra funding for NPR and blah, 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 and all this shit. Like
what if I need that egg poacher that I'm going to use one time in 7 years?
Okay, well, how about you learn to fucking do it without needing some dumbass device?
Or what if that little fancy butter knife with the little hook at the tip of it and the crystal butter thing that I want to entertain?
I'm sorry, man. No.
I have to keep it.
No, bro, shut up.
But do you understand what I'm
Alright.
saying? It's so. Lice, no, what he said, he does make a very, very valid point. But I'm saying that's after it compounds after a while. At the end of the day, like if if the state parks that does happen. And the state parks that's always gonna be the first, and then it takes weeks and weeks for anything after that to happen. Their salary, it's just gonna retroact, and they still get their money. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, they still get their money,
Now,
but
living like day to day, which sucks, but that doesn't. Even if it does shut down, they don't shut down effectively immediately. They shut down like 2, 3, 4 weeks after the fact. So it takes forever for just the whole idea to start doing it. It's just like that's why
we might find out. So I mean, oh wow.
We gotta find Ranger Rick.
I guess it's just
figure that one out.
gonna fucking happen. Just let it happen.
No, it's a fancy butter knife, motherfucker. All right, so we have that. Oh, this one's coming from the eye. This is wild.
Bangkok has a new hole.
Wow. This is the lady boys of lady boys.
I mean, surprise, surprise.
This is free porn right here. So, anyways, Bangkok, a massive sinkhole swallowed part of a major road in Bangkok on Wednesday, disrupting traffic, damaging infrastructure, and prompting evacuations in the surrounding area. There were no casualties. Yes, thank God. Hey, I'm happy for them. But 3 vehicles were damaged by the collapse. Regional Governor Chadar Sivapan said, adding that officials believe the sinkhole was caused by construction work in an underground train station. I mean, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Jinx.
I said it to you for like 3 seconds before. Oh, you can't talk because you jinxed yourself. So
I won.
Anyway.
No.
Oh, you lost it.
I won. Period. Whatever.
Dork. Videos of the collapse showed a section of the road slowly sinking, pulling down several electricity poles and damaging water pipes. Our cars tried to back away as the hole grew larger. I tried to go in. Completely severed the 4-lane road. One edge of the hole stopped in front of a police station, exposing its underground structure. Do we got a video of this?
Wow. That actually looks pretty big.
Thank you.
Like that's... Shut up.
I read this article myself. Oh, here we go, right under
You're
it.
dumb. Wow.
These things have always terrified me. You ever seen some of these videos? You'll see, like, if people just be driving, it's always it's always in Asia for some reason, whether it be like in India or like India, or just somewhere. And there'll just be like these little cars, these hot hatches, and they'll go, and then they'll stop, and then like, okay, I can go, and then you just kind of go like, boop.
Yeah.
Or like it'll just go behind it, and like a hole that's only like 6 by 6, and then just goes back and just swallows down. I'm like, that is a terrifying death.
Yeah, no, it's really scary. Like, did you ever watch that old movie? It's like from the 1970s, and it was about an earthquake. Did you ever see that? Like, that movie scared the crap out of me.
Which movie is this? What time period?
From the 1970s. It's called Earthquake. I just looked it up.
No.
Like, that movie was so scary. Like, that was so scary because there's this piece where they're like on a bridge, and then from there, I guess the next like moment that really like freaked me out was in the Mothman prophecies. Like at the end, the very climax where the bridge falls and people literally are driving down off the bridge. I don't remember if it's like the Brooklyn Bridge or which bridge it is, but it's like one of those big bridges.
The Old Town
Yeah,
Bridge.
and just all these cars are just like falling in, and it was just like, yeah, I know. The Mothman is
I grew up Jersey Devil, Mothman, and Wendigo. Wendigo 2001, fantastic movie. If anyone likes like suspense horror movies, B-rated. But But no, like growing up north, those things are as true as can be. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, we have like half Puerto Rican people in here just because, like, I'm here. But like a chupacabra, as real as a chupacabra, that's as real as that is. Like, it's true lore for hundreds of years. When people see it, some people don't. But the fact that they made that movie is fantastic. But the fact that this happened is not fantastic. I mean, it's good that no one died. So that makes sense. That thing is
Wow.
That thing is serious. Like, it looks like it dropped, on a median of like, I don't know, 12 feet. And then certain
Yeah,
parts-
that. I mean, that could have definitely done some damage. Like, imagine, like.
It did do damage. What are you talking about? It is damage.
Well, no. But I mean, life-wise, because it's such a big stretch, and just the chances that nobody was on it when this collapsed down, like, that's kind of like, wow, what are the odds?
So check this out. This is even gets more and more intense. Emergency. This is at the extreme part of it. Emergency workers used a crane with a large harness to remove a pickup truck that was left perched precariously. That's not a word I use in my diction more than once in my life. On the edge of the precipice. Oh, here we go. Here's a chat GPT right here. This is chat GPT that people use. I say it all the time. At least one of the truck could have been seen inside a roughly 160-foot deep hole. I mean, the photos aren't 160 feet, maybe 16 feet. I could say 16 feet. Maybe there's a deeper section of it.
Is that? Wait, they're saying it was 160-foot deep hole.
I'm 6 feet tall, and that's probably about double, if not a little bit more. Maybe
that looks like it's like maybe 10 feet
12?
down, though.
10, 12 feet.
Yeah.
But if we go up to the top view, where you'll see a pipe peeing, it's dead center, right?
Okay, that part might be deeper.
So maybe that part, because if you look at the people on the right, I just noticed this. But that kind of gives you an idea of how deep this truly could be. So we could be talking our shit on this one, but if you see that right there, there's people standing there like here and here, not that big, but like right here. That could have been, especially if they're doing like train work underneath. So the fact that no one was harmed is fantastic.
Yeah, I know that's great, but I know what that is, and I know what it looks like too.
What is what?
That hole.
Yeah, tell us.
That is Harry Sisson's butthole.
Oh my god.
Kind of open wide. It fits right in.
So do you take a 13-foot bus to work, or do you take a 15-foot bus to work? Where is everybody? Only Zeke's in here. Look at the chat.
160 feet.
All right, so going to Peacock. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about this one too much, other than just like glancing over.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State superintendent who orders schools to teach the Bible resigns to lead anti-teachers. I don't know if that's a good move or a bad move. Because he's like, it's going from one to the other, but this guy looks like this bass guy that I see all the time on YouTube. He'll be like also with Brandon Herrera and like going operator and all that.
He has one of those faces where he could just look like, I guess he has a very average kind of face, you would say.
But at least he's not like an average, like bad looking guy, right? He's like
but he's just kind of average.
I mean, we're all average
across the board.
So Oklahoma Superintendent Ryan Walters announced Wednesday that he would step down from his role overseeing the state schools to lead a conservative group, so he could lead the conservative group Teacher Freedom Alliance. God, that's way too much. Saying we're going to destroy the teacher unions. Good for him. This guy,
Yes.
Head on his shoulders. The announcement from Walters, conservative Republican, who pushed to incorporate teaching about the Bible into public schools classrooms, caps off contentious tenure marked by a willingness to embrace culture war issues. So here's a few things to this before I keep reading. I'm saying good for him. Yes, I do believe certain things. Like it's, be counterproductive to say don't teach this but teach the other. All right, so like the wokeness in religion, I can understand that. That's fine. But I do believe the fact that unions are completely dog shit, even being a northerner, unless you're like in a specific mason or like iron worker kind of stuff. But we have seen teacher unions use money and power to corrupt our schools. This is a fact. And this is why I'm for this part. To undermine our schools, Walter said to show Fox News at night on Wednesday. We are one of the biggest grassroots organizations in the country. Hell yeah, brother. We will build an army of teachers to defeat. Oh my God, it's not that crazy. But you got to band together, I guess. Teacher Freedom Alliance confirmed TFA. TFA. Walter's new role as CEO, saying, "Oh, no wonder why. He's a nonprofit." Saying in the post X that he fiercely fights the woke liberal union mob. I think half of America, majority of America, is happy for that. But it's going to be a long haul to do. State Attorney General Gentner Drummond. That's Swedish or German, I don't know. Republicans slammed Walters in a statement announcing the post. The Walters appointment as superintendent led to a stream of never-ending scandal and political drama. It's not drama unless you make it drama, motherfucker. Calling him an embarrassment to our state. No, I guarantee you every parent's happy. It's time for a state superintendent in public instruction who will actually focus on quality instruction in our public schools, Drummond said. Randy Weingarten, the president of the American Federation of Teachers, said the statement today is a good day for Oklahoma kids. I didn't know that the whole woke mob reached out that far, but I know it's kind of like, the whole culture war. Cancer's cancer. And, the kids that's the part that makes the difference. Any educator worth their salt understands it's impossible to educate students. You don't support teachers. Oh, wow, what a piece of shit. Wow, Walters didn't do that in Oklahoma. And now in time we need to bring the country together. He's trying. We need to lower the temperature. We need to lower the temperature. And it's one person. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Everybody, have you ever noticed they always need to? There's always going to be something. Oh, they're deplorables. What's a few other things that they say? Deplorables.
Oh, Nazis.
But it's always like some slogan. It'll be like a week and a half long, and then you'll just see everyone run with it. Like, the word quarantine was never really used. The only way I learned it was from 28 Days Later, but that was a little bit different because that was a solid reason for that word. But there's always just like a little keyword phrase or keyword with an asterisk that they'll just run with, and then they'll all do it. Wait, go back to that so I can read it, Brian. What everyone was saying. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you had the chat open. As the state's top education official, Walters generated controversy for ordering schools to include the Bible in the curriculum and pushing to require families prove their U.S. Okay. The first part I like, as a Christian. Well, I'm Roman Catholic, but I'll just say Christian. But doesn't mean, you have to follow that. But citizenship to enroll for children in public schools, I think that's a solid thing. Just days ago, he announced a partnership with Turning Point USA. Let's go, Charlie.
Yeah.
High schools.
I'm surprised that that in all this article they haven't mentioned that he got caught watching porn in a meeting during a meeting in July of this year.
What, this guy?
Yeah. So I guess he was watching like porn
Nobody's
on TV.
perfect. But is it
And,
porn? I mean, like
he
I could. Is it porn? Because like, how about this? Let me turn up the brightness. Sorry, it's my Bible.
I mean, it led to a criminal investigation, but he
I
didn't
can
get
go
any
to my
charges
Instagram.
filed.
I go to my Instagram and like.
Okay,
this is
you
stuff-
don't have to show that, dude. Don't be.
No, I
showing
don't.
That.
What I'm saying, it's all my stuff is either guns, race cars, Pokemon, or anime. And during a certain time of the day, if I jump on it, it'll just be stuff completely irrelevant to me. You have Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't use Instagram. No, I don't have one.
Oh, well, nerd. But got back to sports. You know, I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing. You know, my take on this, and I'll let you take the floor on this one after. I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing. You know, if he does have those allegations, you know, it's going to be a tough hill to climb. I think it's if he has Turning Point backing him, I think that's a great thing. You know, I already said it about like, you know, the Bible in school. You know, there's a Christian country, you know, as far as like, you know, how rules and moralities are based. So you do have that. So that's gonna be like, you know, the lava stuff, not on Laura's lava. So all right, I'll leave that at you.
Well, I mean, I think everybody is capable of doing good, right? Obviously, he's moving things forward in a good direction, and I think he's going to do amazing things. And yeah, like, okay, it's Elias. Is that how you pronounce it? Because I just want to read it. Okay, because I'm like, I just want to say Elias because it's in Spanish. But anyways,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, see, he had it playing in his office on his TV, and people could see it. So,
What do you?
I mean, regardless
after
of
that,
what he did, I mean, we're all only human, and so yeah. But, like, I think we should move on to the next one, or something different.
Oh, we got another.
This is like a great topic.
My stuff. Is it can opener? Is that even a fucking can?
Actually eat it how they were supposed to. Oh, this is over 9,000 years old, and there's mixed stories about how.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
But apparently, it was when the Swedes were running low on salt, and they were trying to sell fish to the Finns, and so they kind of did this. They kind of sold it to them thinking they wouldn't like it. They actually turned out to like it, and so they started eating it, and they liked it. But you're apparently supposed to eat it with like bread and like sour cream. This is the fish. I really like anchovies and like other stuff, but apparently a lot of people who like that kind of stuff like this. If you can get past the horrific smell, it's actually kind of tasty. Look at it. This is what it looks like. Oh, it looks super appetizing. Surströmming actually translates to sour fish, which is awesome. First taste of surströmming. This is some brioche bun that I got with some like really delicious remoulade. So let's see how it goes. That's by far the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life. I respect all cultures, but that y'all can keep it. Oh my God, that's horrible.
So do you know what that is off the rip? Because I know exactly what that is.
No.
So
No.
So it's an ancient delicacy, if you would. You know, take ancient as loosely as you would, but it's from Greenland. What they do is they take the sharks, like poisonous sharks, and they'll put them out to this cold all the time. They'll gut them, cut them up, and they'll hang them. Their meat is poisonous.
Okay, I've
And so
seen
what they
that.
do
I've seen them.
is they let them rot. You know, think of like
Yeah.
a butcher, so where they dry age them, but they dry them outdoors. You just let them rot.
Yeah.
And they age them. But apparently, it's the most revolting. I can think if I was to take like, it says here like a dead raccoon. I live in Florida. I see dead raccoons in armadillo like that, but a protein shaker with like top tier protein, and then put that there with like a piece of fruit to ferment on top of that, and fish. Shake it up, some vinegar, leave it out, sealed, in like the summer heat of 114 degrees for 3 weeks. Then open it. That's what that is. It doesn't get out of anything. It's horrific.
Nope.
I would eat balut.
That's fucking disgusting.
You know what balut is? Balut?
It's shark, right? Like fermented shark.
No, it's a fan favorite over in the Philippines, or it's a cultural favorite, and it's a duck egg that's been like completely. There's a baby duck in it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
I would do that
I've
before.
seen them. I wouldn't do any of it. Yeah, no.
Why, you racist? You don't like other people's countries?
I don't give a fuck what you call me. I don't eat weird shit. I stick to chicken, potatoes, rice. I mean, when I could eat that stuff, but like, I'm gonna stick with normal stuff that I can easily identify. I don't even like eating burritos because I can't see what's inside them. Like, I'm that much of a picky eater. No, I don't think so. Nope.
No,
nope.
it's
Nope.
awful. Like,
No,
if you
I'm
hate
not
somebody,
eating any of that.
if you hate someone, put that in like a balloon to where you open it, it pops, and mail it to them.
No, because I've seen. I mean, those type of eggs wasn't just a Filipino thing. I worked at a company where it was almost all my coworkers were almost all Vietnamese, and they ate those all the time.
Kind of relative, so I don't.
Yeah, they would eat stuff like that all the time. I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't even like anchovies. Like, I'm very.
Anchovies.
I'll eat salmon
Great to
and
cook.
I'll eat tilapia, and that's it. That's all I will eat out of the ocean. That's it. Like, I love bacon, and I'll do like pork tenderloin, and that's all I'll do off a pig. Like, I will not eat. I'm picky as shit. So no.
It's out the ocean. I'll eat it, except for shrimp. Shrimp are fucking disgusting. Utterly disgusting.
Okay, the hakarl. Okay, I'm totally butchering that. But is that the fermented shark? Because I saw that they do that in Iceland too. It's like a fermented
I think that
shark
is
or something like that. And I saw videos of it because they also say that it has a very specific smell and taste, which I saw videos of them doing it, like the way they processed it. But I'm just no, I'm good. I wouldn't taste it. Like, I'm sorry, it might be offensive to you if I don't try it, but I don't give a flying fuck. I'm not putting that in my mouth. Like, no.
So Hardy said adobo. Then after that's a bunch of words I've never heard in my life.
Lumpia. That's also. Oh, see, you're the
Yeah.
racist. That's Filipino.
I'm racist. Why? Because I don't understand every language in the entire planet. Oh, my bad.
It's like noodles, right? It's kind of like
Oh, I watch Hardy be like, "No, you racist."
no, it's not. It's like they're like egg rolls. Egg rolls, I think. That's what they are. I don't know what pancit is.
Yeah, there's a 45-second delay, so we'll see in a second.
If you like adobo, you'll like mole.
Well, everyone likes adobo, and I think that's a secret
Mole.
sauce. He's saying like they'll smell good, and then when you eat it, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I tried making mole from scratch one time. It did not come out good. So
What is it?
mole. It's basically it's basically like chicken in a very thick sauce that's made basically out of. It's a lot of spices, but it basically has like chocolate, peanuts, raisins. It's got a whole bunch, but it has a very unique taste. It's very earthy. It's not.
It smells like a Karen.
You
when
can
it's
make it
born in
sweet.
Southeast Asia.
It has a lot of peppers and stuff in it. It has a very
I
earthy
love it.
taste. You can make it sweet or you can make it salty, and it's fucking good. But anyways,
Anyways, it's
Yeah.
about that time.
it's about. Ooh, caption
All right.
this. Let's see
So,
what it
if
is.
you have not been, this is your first time here. This is what the fuck is that? Brian's?
That's Brian.
Brian's. That is Brian, 100%. Brian in 15 years. So we call it captionist. So at the end of every show, we make an AI generated video or photo of something, and we just talk shit, make something funny. At the end of the season, we end up tallying it up, and whoever gets the top tallies, just give them like all the free merch. Because we'll put this on a T-shirt or hat or whatever. I got nothing for this. Nev is here. Yo, good job the other day.
I probably misspelled that. That's Sergeant Payne. Like, he's about to fuck you up. Look at him. He's got them crazy eyes. Okay, so
Fancy is basically stir-fried noodles with meat or fish. Okay.
yes.
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna look up what
with
lumpia
the
is. I'm
fish
pretty
part,
sure they're egg
stir-fried.
rolls.
I'm not a stir-fried fish kind of thing, because that's just kind of going back on like the staple of like the 5 basic like incenses of food, where like you don't mix cream with fish. That's kind of raised on that. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's stir-fried, I'm for it. I just don't know how it tastes.
Yeah,
Or
lumpia
eat one
lumpia
slice
is egg, it's like egg rolls. It's exactly what they are. They originated from Chinese spring rolls. What is lumpia? Savory deep fried Filipino spring rolls, typically made with a filling of ground meat, minced vegetables, and aromatics, seasoned with soy sauce. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what I was reading right now, Brian. So Nevessa says that look when a Vietnam sergeant meets his daughter's date. I think that's pretty accurate. Shit, I pull out my shotgun. Like, I usually like leave it out on my table. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, mess with my kids. There's a space in the backyard where I can bury your body. Like, hell
like
yeah.
Is she even in the
Oh, look at Hardy's. Hardy says, "Stay back, boys. That there be a Sasquatch. Wait. Hey, Mom." Oh, damn.
What else we got? I have Ash do your trick. I'm not gonna lie, that single can did the trick well.
You okay?
Of course, I'm always okay. Because, like Beyonce said, "I'm a survivor. I don't give up." Something.
Oh, man, I got a good one. That's going to be Greta in 15 years after climate change turned her into a man. She already looks like He-Man. Like, imagine that in like 50 years. 40, 50 years, she's going to look swole. Like, beefy. I don't know, I thought it was funny. You don't have to laugh.
Sorry. I do think it's funny.
Mm. Oh boy.
My own body.
Look, Hardy. That's a big bitch. Oh my god, I see that everywhere. Everyone's a big bitch. My teddy bear has more service time than you've been alive. Sounds legit.
Everyone keeps trying to buy all my lightsabers, like at the most inconvenient time.
Your lightsabers.
Yeah. Yeah. Jedi. Count Dooku.
You would.
And then got Senator Palpatine's.
You're such a dork.
Alec, but whatever. I'm a dork, as I have Dragon Ball Z, Star Wars, Magic the Gathering, like race cars behind me.
Good for you. So,
you.
Brian, who do you think won this? You too, Tay. Like, who won this? Who do you vote for? I'm not, Nevessa, like, if you wouldn't have told me initially what that was and then just kind of held that up, I would have thought the exact same thing. It looks kind of sus. All right.
Best.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Whatever you choose, Steve, I'm for it.
So both myself and Brian, our producer, are leaning towards Hardy's. Damn it, we've lost Carl again. I like that one. What do you think?
Works for me.
Well, there you go. Tay's definitely sus there, D. I know, bro.
How am I sus? Who? Wasn't even an argument.
Yeah. If you don't know, you don't know.
Apparently, you don't. It was a joke.
If you know, you know, you know. Okay, well,
To be honest,
anyway.
Elias has seen the chicks I've been with throughout my life, so I'm cool with my jokes.
Okay.
Hard time. He's like, she had a beard, pot belly that was bigger than a keg.
Okay. Got it. All right. Well, Hardy is the winner for Caption This tonight, which is awesome. Didn't even last time too. You just keep putting out all these bangers. But yeah, woo! Win-win. Chicken dinner.
I still do not know. I have no idea what soda pop is. She's like YouTube.
Jennifer says to look up the song and then sing it. So you better get on that for Tuesday's episode. You have all weekend. That's going to be your homework for the weekend.
Oh, fuck no. This is never happening. I watched that movie once with my nieces.
Oh, that's what you need to do. Do a little. You got to do that dance too.
Yep. No,
your
like, I love Demon
lightsabers.
Slayer, but it's a parody. It's a rip off of Demon Slayer, and it's a stupid, horrific.
Do the
movie.
little dance with your lightsabers.
They're not little. They're huge. Excuse me. They're the biggest. They're the longest. They're the best lightsabers of all time.
They're the longest and the best. I'll take your word for it. All right, I think
Darth
we
Maul
better
doesn't
wrap-
count. It goes in half.
Hey, well, I think we better wrap this thing up before we get too crazy.
The lightsabers do not get wrapped up. All right, that's it. Yeah, do your closeouts and all your stuff. Your shout outs.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. It's always nice to see you guys. You guys like really make this like worthwhile, put a smile on our faces and give us something to talk about on the sidelines. You can find me on X and Truth Social as Cynical Latina, where I just like to troll and make fun of retards. And yeah, and that's what I do. Take it away, Tay-Tay.
First off, I'm never gonna be other than that.
You
part.
just did.
I'm not. No, it's not happening. But maybe sometime. Get me drunk enough, and I'll remember it. It's a decent movie for a little kid. I'll say that. But no, I'm glad again. Nobody died. I always say that's pretty much the highlight of any show that we do. If nobody died and it was something interesting, I'm for it. Zeke, I'm glad that you're here to watch this today. That's all I ask. So, everybody, you love him. He's probably one of the coolest people I ever meet. And he's insanely smart. Like, he'll shame us all to death. Like, easily. But, you know, it was a good night. It was a great show. I'm quite curious to kind of see where this is going to go into as far as the Pete Hegseth thing. You know, the media is always, you know, boom, 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 new stuff. So there's a lot of compounding things. You know, it's kind of hard for us to catch up with everything, but I think this will be good. And that's it. It's pretty much all I got. It's pretty simple, cut and dry, but, you know, everything team. Love you guys tons. Your first time here. You know, I love you with all my heart. It's your millionth time here. I love you with my heart just as much. Just as special to D and I. You know, again, if you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It's generic. It sounds stupid, but it really does help us out. Because then if we get someone new, then it's the other. It's kind of like that effect. Like I said at the beginning, if you didn't see it while I was saying it, up there in the QR code, riseofmiddleamerica.com. No spaces because it'll bring you out to some weird like nature site. Good site though. I actually went through it. But you'll see all our faces, all our different channels, who does what, and our like the different positions that we hold within this realm. If you want to join us, do what we do, please join on top of that, and you can join our Discord. There's always someone around, whether it's like retarded as me or everyone else is probably less. But it's fantastic you guys are here. We love you. And, you know, I say it every weekend or every Thursday, but, you know, if you're too drunk to drive home in an Uber, but, you know, it's going to be a great weekend for all of us. Hopefully nothing wild happens. And until then, we'll see you guys on Tuesday at 9, same spot, and catch the rest of our shows. And I love you till then, and peace.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.